The call came at midnight, not the kind you ignore, not the kind you sleep through. Her voice was low, trembling, like she was confessing a sin she didn't believe in. "Don't come home tonight." 4 words. No explanation, no slip of emotion, just a pause too long, like she was waiting for me to ask why. I didn't. Silence is a weapon. The line clicked dead, and I sat there in the dark, the walls pressing closer with each second. My reflection in the window looked foreign, jaw locked, eyes hollow. A man already knowing. A man unwilling to say it out loud. The next morning she moved around the kitchen like nothing had happened. Hair tied back, coffee poured, smile rehearsed. But the air was different, thin, like breathing through glass. When I touched her shoulder, she flinched. A microsecond of recoil, barely visible, but enough. You can't fake that, not to me. Her phone lit up on the counter. A name I didn't recognize. Too casual, too familiar. She snatched it before I could blink, laugh bubbling up from her throat, forced, brittle. And in that laugh I heard the fracture. The sound of loyalty rotting in silence. I didn't accuse, I didn't raise my voice. Instead, I stored it away, folded the moment like a knife, because betrayal is best revealed in its own time. I began with the quiet work, the kind no one sees. Deleted calls retrieved, hotel charges hidden in the accounts, a scarf in her drawer I'd never seen her wear, perfume clinging to her skin, not the one I bought. She thought she was clever, but lies leave fingerprints, smudges in places she'd never think I'd look. I mailed a swab of our daughter's DNA, not because I doubted she was mine, but because I wanted certainty carved in stone, truth, in black and white, undeniable. I became an actor in my own home, smiles at dinner, nods at her stories, a steady hand on her back when others were watching. But inside was fire contained in glass. Each night I lay beside her, listening to her breathe, wondering if she was dreaming of me or of him. The envelope arrived on a Tuesday. Plain, unmarked, heavy with consequence. I opened it slowly, methodically, as though rushing would change the ink. The child was mine, no doubt. My blood, my flesh. But the records from her phone, the hotel receipts, the trail I had pieced together, all pointed to the same man, a colleague, someone she swore was just a friend. That night I slid the printouts across the table. No words, no accusations, just evidence. She read them in silence. Color drained from her face. Hands trembling, lips parting but no sound coming. I watched her break, quietly, methodically. "Say something," she whispered. I didn't, because silence is heavier than rage. The next day I scheduled dinner with her parents, her closest friends. Our daughter asleep upstairs, innocent, untouched by the filth below. I placed the folder on the table between us. Every lie, every receipt, every message. Her world collapsed under their eyes, not mine. She reached for me, a plea in her voice, raw and trembling. "Please, please don't." I leaned back, composed, detached, watching her drown in her own confession without lifting a finger. It wasn't the affair that ruined her. It was the exposure. The image shattered in front of the people she'd spent years fooling. And I didn't need to scream, didn't need to strike. I simply left her there, gasping for air she'd never find. The house is quieter now, too quiet maybe, but silence has its own kind of peace. She calls sometimes, messages full of apologies, promises, pleas. I don't answer. The truth is, I don't hate her. Hatred would mean I still care. What I feel is colder, cleaner, indifference. Because betrayal doesn't just end love. It embalms it, preserves it in a glass case where I can look at it whenever I want and feel nothing. The last time I saw her, she tried to meet my eyes. I didn't give her that mercy. I walked past, unmoved, and for the first time in months, I could breathe. She thought the worst thing I could do was leave. She was wrong. The worst thing I did was survive her.